We have a Coppola questions before we move on.
Coppola questions. I don't have a lot, but when Agent Valentine is in the plane and they take off and the plane goes and lands on the highway, why didn't Yuri and the other pilots just take off and fly somewhere else? Just because they were maybe they were tracking them?
They would have caught him again. Yeah. You can't outrun an F-16 if you're in a giant cargo plane, and they already had the signature, so they would have just caught him again.
Yeah, I guess.
His one shot was to get rid of all of the merchandise before Valentine could land and then get on a car and drive over to where they were. So
I wonder if this actually happened.
It seems a little dramatized.
Somewhere. Yeah.
Then again,
I saw that.
It's super realistic.
I saw how they filmed that. Like they had to film it in 3 different shots. But those people were actually on the road. They were just way further up, and they used the telephoto.
Forced perspective to make it look like they were right behind them.
Right over them.
Yeah. But they actually, they had to film it all in real time like that.
That's pretty crazy.
Before, the crazy amount of CGI that they use on films these days, they would have just done that all in CG now. But
unless Tom Cruise was involved. Okay. They'd be like, you spend $50 million shooting this scene and you do it now.
Yeah. We're going to be hanging outside of the plane for no reason, even though we're trying to land.
We need to really go to space.
I want to be standing on the landing gear when you hit the dirt road. Don't kill me.
How did they insure those movies?
Oh my God, it must be insane.
Yeah.
Imagine how much it costs to insure Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Well, he broke his leg on that one.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible. Jumping from the rooftop to
the
last
that's right.
Before this new one that's coming.
Or his ankle. He broke his ankle.
His ankle, I think.
I can't believe they insured him
on the
after
take
that.
that's in the movie.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because then he gets up and runs.
They're like, you're a 50-year-old man. Like, you're doing parkour.
He's like, Elron's got me.
Got those thetans keeping me going.
Thetans will keep me safe. Do you think Valentine took Yuri to a nearby town, or did he have to hoof it after spending the night in the desert or whatever? Think somebody came and gave him a ride, or
maybe he got his one phone call and he called somebody to come pick him up.
It's the
seems
most
like
awkward
Valentine would give him the phone.
You want something to drink?
You a baseball fan?
Yeah. Got something I'm thirsty. You left me in a desert for 24 hours. Can I please have a drink?
Valentine, I could eat a peach for hours.
You a Yankees fan or a Mets fan? I knew you grew up in Brighton Beach. Who do you root for? This one is this is my ultimate question of the whole thing. Do you think that Yuri gave Ava AIDS?
I mean, we established it was a prostitute who 100% had AIDS.
Yes.
So
I think we established that. Even though the film doesn't allude to it at all.
But it has to be.
Be pretty suspicious if Yuri started using condoms all the time after his travels.
Yeah.
I say yes, he did. Only because that's what she then died of. Well, she was married to John Wick.
They should have made that the catalyst for her ratting him out. That she started getting sicker and sicker and didn't know how, and then went and found that she had AIDS. And then...
All right, and my final question is, why do you think Andy let Yuri live?
Yeah, that's one of mine too. I don't know.
I mean, he shot that kid for flirting with a girl.
The only thing I can think of is that he needs him. He's the best arms dealer that he's got. He'll put up with a lot of shit, even the death of his own son and losing half of the merchandise from that deal over.
Makes
as
me
long as he
wonder
can keep working with Yuri.
If Andre Batiste has 20 kids,
Probably,
yeah.
Doesn't seem like a guy practices safe sex. Does he have AIDS?
He might have AIDS.
Jesus fuck.
Maybe he gave Yuri AIDS.
We do this together.
That's his payback. I won't kill you, but I'm gonna fuck you.
You can say stop whenever you want.
After stop.
We do it together. It's a bonding moment or whatever he says. So we already asked the one, how could he see the ship off of the aft of the ship, seeing the Interpol ship coming in? Why didn't the Interpol ship see them frantically painting over the name of it?
I mean, you could explain that away of like he's just looking in all directions.
Yeah.
But he literally like sees the Interpol ship.
I know now they have transponders.
The
like you can track every ship if you know the name of it. Like just online. I don't know if they had that back in. I guess that was supposed 80s, to so be, maybe not.
Yeah, like late 80s somewhere.
So it was probably easier to pull the wool over their eyes and stuff. But also, like, didn't this crack Interpol team notice he was using a French flag turned sideways to be the Dutch flag? Like the proportions of the flag were wrong.
I mean, I've seen those long, skinny flags before.
Damn it!
So I guess you could say that was normal.
How did Yuri recover from being shot in the side, point blank range by the coke dealer? Like,
cocaine.
He just like shrugs it off, and then he's like, the next day he's going to find Yuri. He gets on a bus and travels all the way across South America, and like it's no problem.
It says it was 12 days. There's no way that he would have recovered from that.
Yeah.
He did say that the bullet went straight through, so I guess he would have been fine getting back into the U.S. But it went through, I think it would have caused some damage, man.
Yeah. Hit some guts and or at least torn a bunch of muscles and like just straight in the side from like 6 feet away.
Yeah. Like in the kidney or something, right?
Yeah.
You got two of those. You're fine.
Yeah, I'd say maybe he paid some doctor $20 to remove his injured kidney and then got over it. What did Vitaly expect to happen at the end there? Like, he says he's trying to save Yuri, but like, why doesn't he realize that that's probably going to get Yuri killed? Like, just like, maybe that's what he doesn't care. He's trying to save his soul, but like,
I guess,
like, just what a fuck up. Like, he's. I know what I'll do. I'll just blow up
films, you know?
Yeah, and I'll just blow up both of these trucks while we're here surrounded by these guys making you deal with them who we just watched murder some people. Like, and we'll get away scot free.
They didn't really have a lot of guns. I feel like the guys who were in the refugee camp only had machetes, so maybe they were thinking like, let's kill these guys who have guns here, blow up the arms, and then we'll kill the machete guys, and then walk out of Sierra Leone. It was a really dumb thing. I think that he was trying to save his own soul there. Like, we have the opportunity to do something right with our lives, but it's like you're committing suicide, dude.
Yeah, and not just that, but you're probably getting your brother to
commit suicide.
Yeah.
Like, he's trying to talk his brother into committing suicide again. Stupid.